So today I'm going to do a review of a mascara. This is Max Factor's newest mascara. This is Max Factor Wild Mega Volume Volumizing Mascara. So as you can see, the packaging is very bam in your face. It's like a luminous lime green kind of colour. As it says, it's a volumizing mascara and it claims to volumize your lashes by 3 times compared to bare lashes. Those are relatively calm claims. There is other crazy claims out there when it comes to mascaras, which is really ridiculous. It really annoys me. Advertisements for mascaras in general annoy me because they use false lashes, which is just ridiculous. But I'm just going to give you an honest review on my bare lashes and tell you what I think of it. Some information, this is the kind of tagline: if you've got an attitude that can't be tamed, Wild Mega Volume Mascara gives fierce lashes to match. Gives up to 3 times volume. The brush amplifies the inner and outer corner lashes, loads and sweep lashes up and out to give a wide-eyed look. So I'll show you the wand. This is in the colour black. It doesn't actually say it on the tube, but it says it on the sticker there, which is, I don't like that. I prefer if they put the colour on the actual tube. But here is the actual wand. So as you can see, the mascara is actually relatively small, which is nice, I suppose. There's no need for loads of packaging if the main product, the main working part of the mascara is the wand itself, or the bristles. So here is the wand. As you can see as well, it is relatively small. It's roughly around the size, the length of my eye. And you can see it is tapered at the top and at the end and kind of swoops in. So that's how it gives the volume to the outer and the outer and to the inner. I have tried these shaped ones before and I'm not 100% on them, but I'm not going to judge before I've tried it. I have actually tried this, I lie. I have tried this, but I wanted to do a review on camera, application on camera, and show you how long it lasts throughout the day. So this has been used, I'd say 3 to 4 times. The first couple of times I really didn't like it. I think it takes a few goes for the actual product to be worked into the wand. So if you try it in your first go and you don't like it, give it a few goes, because I think it just takes a little bit of air to get into it. It takes a bit of time for the actual formulation, the actual liquid to settle into the bristles. So I would say give it a few goes. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to start applying. Need a mirror. Okay, this might be a bit awkward. I don't think I've done a review of mascara on my YouTube channel. So, no, I won't zoom in actually, that'll be kind of weird. I'll zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I have my makeup applied. I haven't applied any eyeliner because I want to see how much, if there's going to be any fallout. I want it to be very clear and I want to show you how voluminous it actually is. So I'm not going to emphasize my eyes with anything else. I have no eyeshadow on. I just have foundation, and blusher and lips and eyebrows. I don't have anything on my eyes, so we'll truly be able to see how well this will work. So usually I just kind of squiggle, I kind of twirl and squiggle my mascara on. As you might be able to see there, it's a little bit chunky, so you have to kind of work it in pretty well. So I'm just going to fast forward this part so you don't have to be looking at me. It's kind of weird. I see the world. Okay, so that is one coat of the mascara. I will zoom in now to show you. You might be able to see in this eye, it is a little clumpy on the outside. Now I am going to apply a second coat. It is a little clumpy, and what kind of annoys me is that, as I was saying about the wand, it is focused on the inner and outer corner, and I feel the middle gets left out a little bit. So I find myself, like, I get the volume here because the brush is shaped like this, but I feel I'm missing it. So I end up moving the brush over to try and get the volume evenly around. Maybe that's personal preference, but I just like all of my lashes to be voluminous as opposed to just the outer and the inner. So I'm going to leave that settle just for about 30 seconds or a minute, and I'll be back to apply a second coat. Okay, so I'm going to apply the second coat now. You might be able to see it's a little clumpy at times. So you need to, as with all mascaras, I have noticed it does seem to clump a little bit at the top. Nothing major as long as it goes on my lashes okay. I'll zoom in a bit. As you can see, they are quite voluminous. I would say they are verging on clumpy. Again, I know it's personal preference. I don't mind spider lashes, but I'm not sure about the clumpiness. It's only when you're looking up close. I mean, from a normal angle, my lashes just look quite thick, which is a good thing. I would say this would be a better going out mascara as opposed to day to day, even though I do like very obvious lashes, but we'll give it a go. We'll see how it wears during the day, so I will check back in a couple of hours. Okay, I'm back and it is now 5:10. So I've had the mascara on for roughly about 5 hours of the day, so I'm going to check in now and see how it's holding up. Okay, so it's holding up really well. I'll zoom in, not too much, because it was kind of weird how much I zoomed in the last time. So as you can see, it still looks relatively presentable. Fallout wise, there is just one little fella here, and just one little fella here. And that's basically it. There's not much else fallout wise. It's relatively still pretty clean on top. How it's feeling, I'm actually surprised at how not crunchy it is. It is a little dry, not overly dry, but it's not crunchy like I thought it would be, because as I said, it did seem to go on quite thick, but it doesn't feel crunchy or overly dry. So overall, I'm actually really impressed by it. It almost looks better now than it did earlier. So I think once it sets and once it dries, it seems to look a bit better. So overall, I'm quite impressed, and I will check back later on in the evening to see how it is at the end of the night. Okay, so it's about 8.5 hours later. It is 8:37 in the evening. So basically, I've been wearing the mascara all day long, so it's typical work day, 8.5 hours-ish. And here is how we're looking. I'm going to have a look myself. Okay, really lasted really well. Again, barely any fallout. Oops. Tiny little speck there. Tiny little speck there. Nothing to complain about. As you can see under the eye, it hasn't dragged too much. It hasn't come down the face. It has held the curl relatively well. I'm really actually impressed with the way that it has stayed. I thought because it was looking quite thick that a lot would fall out, but it actually hasn't. And as you can see, my lashes are quite are more or less looking the same as I applied them earlier. So I'm quite impressed with it. Overall, I would love if this mascara, I know it is a volumizing mascara, I would love if it wasn't as clumpy. The brush, I would like if I could separate out my lashes. It's not so much the clumpiness, well, it is the clumpiness. I just think if the wand was a little less bristly, it could separate the lashes a little more, which would avoid the clumpiness. But overall, I am quite impressed. As I said, this is in the colour black. You can also get it in brown. It's priced at £6.95 in the UK, and it's £9.99 I think it is in Ireland, or the EU. And it's on offer at the moment. Buy one, get a second product half price across the Max Factor line in Boots. So overall, I do like it. It's not the best for separation or length, but it is quite volumizing. Actually, length is pretty good too, really. So it's an all-round good mascara, and I am quite impressed with it. So I hope you like my review. Any questions, leave them below, and I will see you soon. Bye.